NotebookLM plus Antigravity. Build anything for free. You're wasting hours searching through docs. You're stuck because you can't code. You're watching others build apps while you're still planning. That stops today. 2 free Google tools just changed everything, and most people have no idea they exist. Hey, I'm Ava. I'm about to show you 2 free Google tools that completely changed how I build things. These aren't basic website builders. I'm talking about real apps that actually work, the kind you'd normally need a development team for. Stick with me because you're about to learn a complete workflow for turning your ideas into working software. So here's what's happening. Google quietly released 2 tools that together create the perfect workflow for building apps. The first one is NotebookLM. You might have heard of it. It's their AI research assistant. The second one is Antigravity. This is their brand new agentic development platform. And when you use them together, something incredible happens. NotebookLM becomes your planning brain and Antigravity becomes your building hands. Let me explain why this matters. Most people who want to build something hit the same wall. They have an idea. They know what they want it to do, but they have no clue how to actually build it. They try to learn to code, but get overwhelmed. Or they hire someone and it costs thousands. Or they use some no-code tool that can't do what they really need. This workflow solves all of that, and I'm going to walk you through the exact process step by step. First, let's talk about NotebookLM. This tool is absolutely game-changing for planning. Here's what it can do. You can upload any document, PDFs, Google Docs, websites, YouTube videos, even audio files. It can handle up to 50 sources per notebook. Each source can be up to 500,000 words. That's massive. Once you upload your sources, NotebookLM analyzes everything using Gemini, Google's most advanced AI model. Here's where it gets powerful. You can ask it to create study guides, briefing docs, mind maps, or audio overviews that sound like podcasts. Everything is grounded in your actual sources with citations. It only uses what you give it. So how do you use this for app building? Simple. You start by gathering information about what you want to build. Let's say you want to create a meal planning app. You'd upload documents about meal planning, nutrition guides, user interface examples, maybe some competitor apps. Then you ask NotebookLM specific questions. What features should this app have? What's the best user flow? How should the data be structured? And here's the key. You ask it to generate a technical prompt. This is where NotebookLM shines. When I first started using these tools together, I was overwhelmed. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. With over 2,000 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Now back to the technical prompt. This is crucial. You need NotebookLM to translate your app idea into something Antigravity can understand. Think of it like this. You speak human. Antigravity speaks code. NotebookLM is the translator. So you ask it something like this. Based on all my sources, create a detailed technical prompt for building this meal planning app. Include the tech stack, the folder structure, the features, the user interface requirements. All of it. NotebookLM will generate a comprehensive prompt, and this is what you'll feed into Antigravity. All right, now you have your technical prompt from NotebookLM. Time to move to Antigravity. This is where things get wild. Antigravity is not your typical coding tool. It's what Google calls an agentic development platform. That means it uses AI agents that work autonomously. They don't just autocomplete your code, they actually plan, execute, and test entire features on their own. Let me walk you through an example. Let's say you take that technical prompt from NotebookLM about the meal planning app. You paste it into Antigravity's agent manager. The agent reads it, creates an implementation plan, and shows you the folder structure and tech stack. You approve it. Then the magic happens. The agent creates files, sets up the project, installs dependencies, and writes the code. It creates artifacts as it goes. Screenshots, walkthroughs. You see the progress in real time without understanding the code. Now here's where it gets even better. You can upload your Antigravity project files back into NotebookLM. Ask it questions like, how can I improve this interface? What security considerations am I missing? Take those recommendations back to Antigravity. The agents implement them. Each tool makes the other more powerful. Let's talk about testing. Antigravity has a built-in browser that agents can control. After building a feature, the agent opens the app, clicks around, tests functionality, and records everything. If something breaks, it sees the error and fixes it. All autonomous. And here's what most people miss. Antigravity saves everything the agents learn to a knowledge base. When you build similar projects later, the agents already know the solutions. Your development gets faster over time. Now let's talk about launching your app. Once built, you have a complete working application. Deploy it to Netlify or Versal. The code is production quality. You own it. You can modify it or hire a developer to enhance it later. For marketing, upload your app documentation into NotebookLM. Ask it to create landing page copy, feature descriptions, and user guides. The whole workflow is integrated. So, how do you find app ideas worth building? First, look at your own problems. What repetitive tasks could be automated? What information needs better organization? Second, look at communities you're part of. What are people complaining about? What manual processes could be simplified? Third, look at existing apps that are expensive or complicated. Can you build a simpler version that solves the core problem? Here's a specific example. You notice content creators manually track performance across platforms. They copy data from YouTube, Twitter, Instagram into spreadsheets. Build a simple dashboard that pulls this data automatically. That's solving a real problem. The key is to start small. Don't try to build the next Facebook. Build something that solves one specific problem really well. Get it working, get feedback, then improve it. Now let me give you some tips that will save you hours. First, be very specific in your prompts. Don't just say, build me a task app. Say I need a task app with drag and drop sorting, due dates, priority levels, and project organization. Give examples, show screenshots. Second, use NotebookLM's mind map feature when planning. It creates a visual representation of all the features and how they connect. Make sure you're not missing anything important. Third, don't skip testing in Antigravity. Let the agents test thoroughly using browser automation, check edge cases, make sure error handling is in place. A buggy app is worse than no app. And here's the thing about these tools. They're constantly getting better. Google is actively developing both. New features are being added regularly. If you start learning them now, you're positioning yourself perfectly for where development is heading. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 46,000 members who are crushing it with AI. The bottom line is this: you no longer need to be a developer to build apps. You don't need a big budget or months learning to code. You need clarity on what you want to build and these two tools. NotebookLM to plan. Antigravity to build. That's it. The barrier to entry has never been lower. The tools have never been more powerful, and they're free. The only question is, what are you going to build? What problem are you going to solve? Upload your sources to NotebookLM, get your technical prompt, fire up Antigravity, start building. I'll see you in the next video.